Deadmau5 versus David Guetta. Two EDM titans, one spicy feud, and enough passive-aggressive tweets to fuel a rave for a week straight. You'd think a genre built on euphoric drops and peace, love, unity, respect would avoid drama, right? Wrong. Because when you mix tech house purists with pop mainstage monsters, things get messy, fast. Today, we're breaking down the legendary beef between Deadmau5 and David Guetta, how it started, the wild moments that made fans pick sides, and why this feud wasn't just personal, it was philosophical. EDM's underground versus mainstream, artistry versus showmanship, and of course, USB sticks versus actual live sets. So plug in, turn up, and let's dive headfirst into the EDM beef that had more tension than a pre-drop build-up at EDC. Back in the golden age of Twitter feuds, think 2012-ish, Deadmau5, aka Joel Zimmerman, had already carved out a reputation as EDM's resident grumpy genius. If EDM were high school, he was the sarcastic music nerd in the back of the room, rolling his eyes at the prom king. And who was the prom king? David Guetta, with chart-topping hits like Titanium, collabs with Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, and enough pyro to light up Vegas from space. Deadmau5 didn't just side-eye Guetta's success, he straight up roasted it. In now-deleted tweets, he accused Guetta of being a button pusher, someone who plays pre-recorded sets with flashy visuals and little real mixing. Ouch. But it wasn't just hate for the sake of it. Deadmau5 was pushing a larger message. The EDM should stay true to its underground roots, its live essence. For him, Guetta represented everything, turning electronic music into a product, not an art form. If shade could be turned into BPMs, Deadmau5 would have dropped a whole album off that beef alone. But beef needs heat, and Guetta didn't stay silent for long. Guetta, ever the diplomatic Frenchman, didn't go full Twitter war. But in interviews, he started defending his style, subtly calling out music snobs who couldn't accept that EDM had gone global. Translation: I'm rich, I'm playing stadiums, and people love it. Deal with it. And let's be real, he wasn't wrong. At his peak, Guetta was electronic music for millions of casual fans. Radio loved him, brands loved him, the charts worshipped him, and whether he was syncing his sets or not, people were dancing. It wasn't a direct call-out, but EDM fans picked up on the tension. Forums lit up, Reddit exploded. Later, Guetta's laptop literally crashed mid-set at Tomorrowland, and the music kept playing. No controller, no backup, just a backing track. The memification was instant. DavidGuetta.exe has stopped working trended. Deadmau5 pounced, dropping sarcastic jabs online like he was headlining Roasterpalooza. To Guetta's credit, he didn't fan the flames, but the damage was done. The internet decided Deadmau5 was the underground anti-hero, and Guetta was the mainstream showman. But what happened next took things from spicy to nuclear. Fast forward to 2015. Guetta previews a new track featuring visuals of dancing horses. AI generated, bizarrely lifelike, and nightmare fuel weird. Deadmau5, ever the watchdog of EDM weirdness, goes off. He accuses Guetta of being out of touch, even saying, "You're trying to be Da Vinci with a light bright." Savage. He also slammed Guetta's shows for being fake art, claiming that you can't slap a pyramid on stage and call it innovation. Subtle? No. Effective? Absolutely. It wasn't about horses, it was about authenticity. Deadmau5 wasn't just beefing, he was on a mission to preserve what he saw as real artistry in electronic music. And fans ate it up. At its core, this beef was never just personal, it was philosophical. Deadmau5 sees EDM as an art form, intricate, evolving, rooted in sound design and technical skill. Guetta treats it like a party, accessible, fun, and built for the crowd. One wants to push boundaries, the other wants to pack dance floors. Neither's wrong, but you can see why they'd never headline the same TED Talk. This deeper layer gave the feud real weight. It wasn't just about who was better, it was about what EDM should be. In one of his boldest statements, Deadmau5 accused Guetta of being dangerous to the integrity of music, like full villain mode. He claimed Guetta's sets were all spectacle, no substance, that pushing fake mixes and formulaic hits trained audiences to expect less and ultimately hurt the genre. Whether you agreed or not, the comments stirred the pot. Suddenly, other DJs were weighing in. Fans were drawing lines. The EDM scene felt like it had split into camps. The beef had officially gone beyond just two artists. Did they ever make up? Short answer, not really. But also, they kind of stopped caring. Guetta's been busy reinventing himself with future Rave, dropping fire collabs with Morton and Becky Hill, and proving he can get gritty when he wants to. Deadmau5 launched his own label, Mousetrap, scored movies, launched NFTs, and built a literal metaverse. Because of course he did. Neither's apologized, neither's collaborated, and that's fine. Some rivalries are better left unresolved, like cliffhangers in your favorite anime. So there you have it, the Deadmau5 versus David Guetta beef in all its sarcastic, philosophical, horse-dancing glory. This wasn't just two DJs throwing shade, it was a battle for the soul of EDM, a fight between spectacle and substance, between mainstream and underground, between pushing buttons and pushing boundaries. If you vibed with this drop of DJ drama and dance floor fire, smash that like button, harder than a Fisher bassline. Hit subscribe so you never miss a beat, and drop a comment. Whose side are you on, Team Mouse or Team Guetta? Until next time, stay loud, enjoy every drop, and keep it on deck.